Hey, what is going on? Ah, la la. Hey, what is going on, guys? This is Nucleus of Gaming here, and I've got for you today the breakdown of both of the cutscenes in Origins for Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Zombies. So, it's a big video, it's going to be pretty big, because there's a lot of stuff. So, I've got everything written down, I've watched them so many times. So let's get straight into it, and I'll let you watch the first cutscene at the start of Origins.
It began long ago, on the battlefields of the Great War. Two German scientists sought to harness dark and mysterious forces buried for centuries. They believed their discoveries would assure Germany's ultimate victory. What they could never have imagined was just what else their research would unearth. As an ancient evil ravaged the front lines, the hopes of the Allies rested on 3 soldiers sent to stop it. Let's take a moment and brave these. So the intentions are known. See, I have pity in watching you suffer. I got a story of my own. Don't you see I pride? Ages go, never need. I am your world. I'm in the
So that is the introduction to Origins, the cutscene in that. Not a lot to say. Basically, Edward Richtofen and Ludovic Maxis are the scientists of Group 935, and they believed that this power would be able to win World War I in northern France in 1918 by unlocking him, or unleashing him, the medieval zombies that were riddled by the bubonic plague, I suppose. I'm not actually that sure. There's basically like blue dots in the background. Whether that means anything, I'm not too entirely sure. But the reason why Samantha was narrating it is because of this, and I'll let you guys watch this cutscene. But long story short, they planned everything and created it themselves.
From that day forward, they knew that Samantha would keep them safe. Forever.
Getting everything wrong. I told you before their eyes should be blue.
It's my turn, Eddie. I can do whatever I want.
But you don't even know how to play properly. Girls don't know enough about zombies.
What's the choice of it, children? Make sure the windows are locked before you come down to the basement.
We'd better do what your dad says. I didn't even get my turn.
Tomorrow, Eddie. You get to make the rules. I promise. Come on, Fluffy.
I wish the heroes in our stories were real, Sam.
I know what you mean. But we will make everything okay. My dad says he has a plan.
So there you have it, guys. That is the reason of Black Ops 2 zombies, Black Ops 1 zombies, World at War zombies. It is the reason for every single zombies. We've been playing their little game. It is a game within a game. It's a gameception, whatever you want to call it. Basically, this is how it all started. So on this night, Eddie, who you can see on the left, and Samantha, who you can see on the right, they're two friends. They're not brothers and sister. They are two friends. They're playing a game of zombies. Now, how this all fits in, Eddie, he's on the left. He's holding himself, who is called Edward Richtofen, which is himself. Samantha, she's on the right. She plays Samantha Maxis. The zombies have yellow eyes in the first cutscene and in Origins. That's because it's her turn to play the game. Now, Edward says they should be blue. See the link? The eyes in Black Ops 2 and on Moon, when you complete the Easter egg, are blue. So that's his turn. He said he didn't get his turn. That's when his turn starts. So this cutscene, Origins, is before Moon, but it's after everything else. So there's Moon and then into Black Ops 2. This is before Moon. So essentially there's you can basically count Moon as one of Black Ops's maps, essentially, and you can say that Origins is the last of Black Ops 1. That's how you kind of put into chronological order. Now, as you can see, it's a dark and cold night. I take it still in northern France or Germany, because they do sound German, especially Samantha's dad, who's Ludovic Maxis. She brought him into the game as a scientist who basically created these zombies of their own little game. So, yep, as you can see, there's stuff riddled everywhere, full of zombies, and I'm going to get right into it and explain exactly what happened. So we start off with this little scene here. As you can see, her eyes are a little bit yellow, kind of hazily, greeny yellow, bluey greeny yellow. And I believe she also controls the zombies in Mob of the Dead. I'm not sure. As you can see, there are all of the promotional pictures for zombies. So like you have Mob of the Dead up there, but you also have an MP40 on the wall drawn in chalk, like you would in World at War and Black Ops, which is pretty cool. So you've got posters, you've got the MP40 on the wall. Pretty cool if you ask me. Moving down, we see this guy who looks like he's out of Mob of the Dead with all of the wire on him. So obviously they're going to do this set next. You can also see this guy who looks like he's in Buried. You can also see a robot in the background and a spaceship from Ascension. Now as we come down here, Edward on the left, he is holding himself, Edward Richtofen, and Takio, the Asian samurai.
Girls don't know enough about zombies.
What's the choice of it, children? Make sure the windows are locked before you come down to the basement.
So Samantha's holding herself, like Maxis, and there you just heard Ludovic Maxis say, make sure you lock the windows before you come down to the basement, and he said, I didn't even get my turn.
I didn't even get my turn.
there, I just didn't get my turn. The air raid went off, so obviously there's something going to happen shortly. I'm not too sure. Basically, I just think they're going to get air raided. Maybe, perhaps it's Black Ops 3. We're not too sure. As you can see, there's a teddy bear there, and you can see that there's another robot from Origins next to Edward's knee. And that's basically it for this short scene. You can still see the posters, and you can see the teddy bear, which is everywhere basically in Call of Duty. Yep.
Tomorrow, Eddie. You get to make the rules.
So she says, tomorrow, Eddie, you can have your turn. What I think that means is that this is before Moon, and Eddie gets his turn in Black Ops 2 and Moon. That's basically what I think it's going to be. Now, if you look at the cabinet underneath the posters, you can see the big robot from Origins, and you can also see the little pedestal from Transit for the turbine. It's not created yet, so that also makes me think that we are going to be getting Black Ops 2 after Origins, kind of in chronological order.
Come on, Fluffy.
I wish the heroes in our stories were real, Sam.
I know what you mean. But we will make everything okay.
So right now we can see the mystery box there in the corner with a question mark on it. We can also see another poster. We can see a lot of gadgets up there on the top. On the bed we can see Eddie and Sam, and it's the markings, and I believe this is how many times they have played, or how many times they've killed people, or maybe even the amount of rounds they've gotten up to. That's possible.
My dad says he has a plan.
So my dad says he has a plan. Whether that means he's going to make the zombies real for them or not, that's to be asked. Also underneath the bed, I didn't have enough time to say it, but there were actual characters from Transit. They had Russman, he had Stillinger, and he had Moulton, and they're under there, so it looks like they're going to be brought out. Yeah, so that's basically it. Also, next to Sam on his right knee there, that's also a bottle of Juggernaut, or Juggernog. So yeah, that's basically it, and have a good day.
I didn't even get my turn.